this is the door panel we're gonna be working with. The first thing we're gonna do, obviously, take the door panel off of the vehicle, which I've already done. Make sure all electronics are clear. Back side, these are the clips for the little middle insert, which we will be taking out. And as you can see, there's a little electronics here for the windows. I'm about to take this off because I don't want to fuck this up. I definitely have to re-plug this back up and get my screwdriver. Nah, just push it out. So that's what that was. Taking that out because I don't want to mess up the electronics in here. Shit that to the side. Now that I got all the electronics out, what I want to do is I'm going to take this cloth part off. I don't have to, but I think I want to reskin this, maybe put some leather right here or something. And I'm going to be working mainly with this area. This is going to be where I redo the speaker at. I've already given a light at the bottom right here, you can't see. But there was a light right there. Make sure you don't have no lights on your joint. I also took that out already. So there's no electronics on this panel right now. So I'm going to take this off, this piece off. I'm gonna take this piece off, and then once I take this piece off, I'm gonna get to cleaning. I'm gonna cut you back on once I take this off. So, as you see, I've removed the middle section. It's over there, right there. So now that I've removed that, what's next is to take this bottom part off, which is where the speaker actually is. And I've already loosened it because there was a screw hole here, and there's also another screw hole down here, and I've already taken those screws off. So to get this the rest of the way off, so it's gonna loose, what I have to do is, there's little clips on the bottom that hold it in place. And I think there's like 2 more screws, but it's mainly these little clips right here, and there's these little clips right here on the side as well. Let me focus. There we go. There's these little clips right here that go all along the side. So I gotta pop those clips off. What you do is, on the front, in between here, you get a little screwdriver, a little pry bar, and you kind of pry it off. You see how it's already loose, I can kind of do it with my hand. But if you're scared to scratch it, you can use a little plastic pry bar. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get this bottom piece the rest of the way off so we can work on it. There we go. And see, this is what we're gonna be working with. This thing is filthy. Now, but before we do any of that, we have to clean all of this stuff. Look at this. Look at how gross this stuff is. I mean, this is filthy. This is basic degreaser, basic cleaner that you get from the dollar store. It literally was $1. I'm gonna take all these pieces, I'm gonna spray them down, and I'm gonna just clean them real good and let them dry before I start the next step. So that's what you're about to see me do now. All right, now I got the pieces clean and they're dry, as you see. So now I gotta check, I gotta do a fitment check. So that goes there. And I got 2 different speaker options. I got these guys, Skar Audio TX 4x6s or 4.6s. Which these are nice. And I could do like 1 and 1 on each door. Or I could go an easier route, which I think is what I might do. Just for speed purposes, is go this route. Which is this Skar Audio TX65, which is they're basically 6.5 inch speakers, and I think this right here is a 6.5 inch speaker as well. So here it is out the box. It already has a nice little grill cover, and it'd be like a direct replacement for the speakers that's in there now. Only thing is, if you look at this speaker, it has some depth to it. The speakers that come in here are very flat. And I've already replaced these speakers one time with some other speakers, but they were super cheap Walmart speakers. They didn't have any depth to them either. These actually have a little bit of a dump truck behind them, so I'm gonna have to make some space for these. So I think I'm gonna go with these, just for ease. The speaker doesn't mount here and it doesn't mount here. The original speaker mounts behind this, so there's even less space. So I'm thinking I cut this out. Maybe I cut this out and this speaker will just slide right in, maybe, right? Let's try it. Let's try it. So I'm gonna cut this out and see if I can just drop the speaker right in here. And if I can, that might be enough space to make this work. While I was going through all these power tools, trying to figure out what worked best on this hard plastic, I came across the trusty old carpet knife or box cutter, or whatever you want to call it. And it seemed to work the best against this hard plastic. The drill and the Sawzall they kept getting caught up, but this carpet knife went right through this stuff. Sometimes less is more. That moment of truth. Boom. Perfect fit. So now I just gotta drill the holes and put the cover over it. And we should be in the game. There we go. This joint is significantly, I could feel the weight difference in this from the other speaker that was in here. Lord, it's got some weight to it. And it looks clean. It fits right in. Skar Audio with the branding. So this was me putting it back together. Now that it's all together, here's what it looks like. Here's the finished product. I mean, it fit perfectly in the spot where the old speaker was. You can see the difference that cleaning it off made with the soap and the water and the scrub pad. I mean, this thing looks like it came from the factory, just like this. I'm real pleased with it. So now let me pop this door panel back on my truck, and let's see what it looked like on the truck. And once I install more speakers, we'll see what the sound look like. On the truck, and I've already cut it on and hooked up the wires. I gotta stick this down, but you can see, I mean, it damn near looks factory. Step back a little bit so you can see. I mean, this was an easy install. I mean, if you have this kind of truck, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 2 as far as how easy this was to do. Anybody could do this. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. Door opens and closes perfectly fine. Everything works. I just gotta get a little contact cement, stick this cover down, and we'll be good to go. Like, subscribe.